board, just make sure that light's blinking. Well, if you do 1 minute a day or something, it's not. this is a film presentation. And with this, clippings like that, it's made one of the DJs. And tones down the DJ. So I figured let's try to get it.
Okay, we're holding up 3 minutes.
3 minutes.
Good morning. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Let us pray. Almighty God, we gather this morning to give thanks for this special day in the life of our school when the class of 2026 will be commissioned as ambassadors of Trinity Episcopal School. We thank you for blessing Trinity with a faculty dedicated to their craft and to their students, for supportive coaches who inspire athletes long into the evening hours, for devoted administrators who always go the extra mile, and for a maintenance staff who care not only for our campus, but also for our students. Thank you for the families gathered here this morning. We are so grateful for their enthusiasm and support for all Trinity programs. We especially give thanks for the class of 2026. We give thanks for the legacy that they have established on our campus, a legacy of allowing our mission to reveal new paths, a legacy of working through challenges to strengthen their character, and a legacy of investing these critical years of their lives to develop their talents. The mission now lives within their hearts, and they are well prepared to do so much good in this world. As the class of 2026 embarks on new adventures in their lives, remind them of your divine charge to mortals, to do justice, love kindness, and to walk humbly with you, our God. In your name we pray, amen. You may be seated.
Welcome, parents, grandparents, friends, families, and soon-to-be graduates. A very large thank you goes out to all of you here today. Through your family or friendships with our soon-to-be graduates, you've played an important role in the lives of our class of 2026 students. Thanks for all you've done on your end to make today possible, and welcome to Graduation 2026. The head of school remarks today contain both a welcome and also well-deserved words of encouragement for our class of 2026. There are many ways to look at a graduation. A happy day with pride, sometimes with a whoa, what comes next? Or maybe for some of you, I'm going to just enjoy this day, be in the moment, and not think too much right now. All are okay approaches. You've earned the right to choose one. The one I would advise against putting too much weight on is this is a completely new beginning. It isn't as scary new as you might think, but it certainly is exciting and new. Be excited for what comes next and set your mind a little bit at ease. Each of you have been on a long road to becoming. You have a lot more tools than you know, every single one of you. Becoming is an interesting word. We might say in a sentence, we are becoming. And then usually it's followed by some other word, such as what we've hoped for, or I am becoming, and fill in the blank with a college mascot or profession. But becoming used in this way, you are becoming, by itself is more rare. In today's remarks, it is a force at work that lives inside you to grow, blossom, and build. The idea of becoming as a constant force was the main takeaway I had from a book I read long ago. But today isn't about that book. It's about each of us. Not only the graduates, everyone, and always we are all lifelong learning, our own way to becoming, what we will be next. Spoiler alert, you've got this. You've applied to high schools already in your lifetime, and for some of you it was difficult to choose, maybe even nerve-wracking, and still exciting all at once. But you got in, you chose where to go. Along the way at Trinity, you've had difficult, interesting, and I hope fun journeys that you'll share with your future college roommates. You've adapted. You've also applied to colleges and made career plans, and you got into some schools and maybe not to others. You will choose courses and paths there, just like you did here. You will make friends in your next step. You will have challenges and victories. You will learn from those, just like you did here. Every one of you has succeeded in different ways, juggled just about everything in terms of how to prioritize, how to socialize, how to seek out meaning, purpose, and joy. You have been becoming all of this time. That's a lot of becoming. Many of you know we go out and we visit our alums at college each year, 4 or 5 visits a year sometimes. We plan a lunch around it, and we catch up and ask a lot of questions about how well they are prepared. We ask them for advice, and soon we'll be asking you for advice. There is one answer that rings out over the 14 years or so that we've been doing this, and that is we are so far ahead of our roommates. We're prepared really well. And this comes from every corner of our population. Students that go to large state schools, students at small independent schools, schools that are highly selective and less selective, all of them. Most of all, know that it is you who did this. Trinity set the stage for you, but you did it, with your teachers and curriculum as the stage. You opened up this new chapter in your life, and you are better at adapting than you might think. As you experience writing your next chapter, never forget your Titan values, centered around kindness. This, perhaps, the most key part of becoming, is the most key part of becoming. The book I mentioned earlier that influenced these remarks was written by a person named Viktor Frankl. I won't go into details about Viktor Frankl's life, but to say it was a tough life is an understatement. To keep his biography short, he observed the absolute worst and best of humanity. He became a student of humanity, seeking to share what he learned, mostly because he was trying to make sense of how some people could be so horrible. He wrote a book and tried to give it away anonymously, but his publisher would not let him. Some of the book is hard to read for that reason, but my main takeaway from the book, I can't speak for literary analysis, but this is my takeaway, was pretty amazing, and it stuck with me. You are always becoming, and in that journey, always arc towards kindness to others, as much as your nature allows at any given moment, and keep pressing forward. It's easy to think of becoming as becoming an engineer or a teacher, but what about those threads that bind communities together? As important as general learning in the world is, it is equally important to nurture and work to become your better self, together within a community. From this important starting point, which is different for each of us, all else can follow. Through it all, don't forget to remain yourself and be your best self in your own way. And when life gets a little challenging, remember all that you have already accomplished. Meaning and purpose doesn't float around in an ivory tower, Frankl said. It is down to earth and all around you. Becoming should never really end. We are always working on ourselves. There is always room for self-improvement and also for exploration of that next exciting idea or that next connection with others, or for you to build that next bridge to other people or ideas. Always work at becoming, and don't forget to come back to Trinity and tell us about your journey. You are always welcome here. Looking forward to giving you your well-earned diplomas today. Thank you, class of 2026.
Good morning. It is my great pleasure to greet you this morning on behalf of Trinity's Board of Trustees. I am Cynthia Coleman, Board Chair and proud mom of 2020 Trinity graduate Henry Coleman III and 2023 graduate Leland Coleman, who is in the audience today. I want to congratulate all parents, relatives, and friends who have a student graduating today. You are the village that raised these incredible young people. You poured into them, nurtured the infinite potential that will walk out of here today as alumni. I also want to thank the administration and staff of Trinity for their unwavering commitment to helping students discover their path. It's not just words on paper. The many graduates that came before this group are proof of that dedication. We cannot thank you enough. And now to the seniors. It is my honor, again, to stand before you today. When I was asked to join the board 7 or 8 years ago, I did so because I wanted to give back to the school that had given so much to my boys. When they chose Trinity, my wish and my husband's wish were that they would be prepared for the rigors of college. But what we soon learned was that Trinity is so much more than just a college preparatory high school, right? Right. And so today, I have many wishes for you, and I'm going to share a few that I hope you find meaningful and take with you on your new journey as Trinity Episcopal School alumni. First, I wish you time to reflect on just what you have accomplished on your time here at Trinity. Allow yourself space to appreciate how much you have grown, matured, and developed. Pat yourself on the back for a job well done, and please thank the people that helped get you here. I wish you fond memories of that teacher, staff member, or coach who pushed you farther than you thought you could go. Remember, they saw something special in you because you really are, even on those days when the world tried to tell you something different. I wish you the understanding that that same teacher, staff member, or coach wants to hear from you now and then, and that they will be here for support regardless of where you are. Please let them know how you're doing. I wish you lifelong friendships with one, two, or a whole group of Trinity classmates whose connections to you deepen with each passing year, no matter where you are in the world. Check on each other. Be there for each other. Show them how much your friendship still means to you. I wish you the knowledge to understand that you are absolutely prepared for what lies ahead of you. I mean, you can give an entire presentation with only a few notes in a PowerPoint deck. And trust me, you will use those presentation skills. You survived freshman retreat? Sure. Some of you developed artistic talents you didn't realize you had. Others only improved on your immense God-given artistic abilities. Some of you participated in athletics when you didn't think you could. You participated in the best high school water program in the whole Richmond area. Some of you brought home championships. Oh yes, we do sports really well here at Trinity. IB, yes, some of you did that. Traveled abroad? Cool. Performed in cabaret or at Patch's Place? Check. Built a robot? Look at what you created, and it works. Led a club, participated in student government. Yes, that's you, the leader. Served as a Titan guide? Please, ask you anything about Trinity. Quietly served on honor council? Your integrity was appreciated. Never turned down a staff member who asked you to help with something? Of course not. All that means is that you did exactly what we all wish that you would do in your time at Trinity. That's discover your path. And you did. My greatest wish is that you had lots of fun along the way. My final wish for you is a sense of hope, that even in a region, state, country, and world that can feel so terribly divided, and that no matter where you choose or what you choose to do, as a Trinity alum, you will always look to make things better. So congratulations, class of 2026. Go be awesome, and go Titans.
Good morning, everyone. I am absolutely honored to be speaking with you all today to celebrate your last day of coming to school on the weekend. So, over the past few weeks, I've struggled to figure out what I wanted to say in this speech. Millions of graduation speeches have been delivered around the world by every kind of person imaginable. So I kept asking myself, how do I make this feel memorable? How do I make it matter? I started by looking at famous graduation speeches for inspiration. Apparently, there are only a handful of them that the internet considers one of a kind, or the best speech ever. Which made me wonder, what happened to the millions of other graduation speeches? Were they just bad? Or did they simply disappear into the endless abyss of words we throw into the world every single day? That's the weird thing about being human. Sometimes it feels like everything we do eventually fades away. But I promise that this is going somewhere, and none of you will walk across this stage in the middle of an existential crisis. If you went to the Final Forum event this year, you probably heard John Green talk about how tiny humanity is compared to Earth's history. We've existed for around 300,000 years, which sounds like a long time until you realize Earth has been around for billions. In the grand scheme of things, we're basically the blink of an eye, and this 5-minute graduation speech is much less than that. With that in mind, how could I possibly give a speech that matters? How do any of us even know the things that matter? What does meaning even mean? As I kept thinking about oblivion and the meaning of life while writing this speech, obviously a normal occurrence for anyone, I realized something. What if the reason speeches matter is because they reflect the connections we have to one another? A graduation speech won't matter in the life of the internet or the scope of human history, but it could mean something to us right here, right now, in this room. The only way this speech could matter was if it connected to other people, and I think life works the same way. Meaning comes from the connections we make with others. The impact we leave behind is really just the way people remember us. I mean, theoretically, you could write an entire book about how awesome you are, but I don't think anyone would fully trust it. Our legacy depends on the people whose lives we have touched and the way we made them feel. Most of the time, we don't even realize when we're affecting someone. I'll give you an example. In 8th grade, I was going through some friend problems, and Ruby Mills never hesitated to support me or even just show me a kind smile in the hallway. She probably had no idea how much that meant to me at the time, or that it would end up in a graduation speech. And I think moments and actions like this matter way more than we realize. It might seem small in the grand scheme of things, but it mattered to me in that moment. So meaning is created in these small moments within our relationships, in our lives. I know this isn't just true for me either. Right now, I want everyone to think about an adult in this room who's meant a lot to you. Maybe it was a teacher who believed in you when you didn't believe in yourself. Maybe it was someone you cried to. Maybe it was a coach who pushed you to become better than you ever thought you could be. Everyone got someone? In your head? Okay. Now I want you to shout them out on the count of 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Personally, I can make a mile-long list of all the teachers and mentors who have impacted my life. But I think this proves something important. You don't have to be someone's best friend to make an impact on their life. The moments we will remember most from Trinity were never really about the place itself. They were about the people we experienced it with. For me, that looked like almost fatally injuring Matthew during a game of spoons, a side quest escape room for HL Physics, shout out to Caroline and Sam for being the best desk buddies, watching our lacrosse manager, Kate, climb into a sewer to rescue hundreds of lacrosse balls behind Estes, or the baby photo in BC Calculus, or staying up way too late, laughing so hard with Anna, Sarah, and Landon that I genuinely couldn't breathe. Those memories probably don't mean much to most of you because they are my memories. So that is why, over the past week, I asked a handful of you to share your favorite Trinity memories because I wanted this speech to reflect all of our memories, not just mine. But instead of me sharing those memories, I'd rather let them speak for themselves through your voices. What is your favorite memory from senior year?
My favorite memory was when all the seniors ran into the gym for the Titan Cup.
My favorite memory was homecoming.
My favorite memory of senior year was going to the States for swimming.
Going on a field trip with the Black Alliance Initiative to the Giants exhibit in the VMFA.
My favorite memory of Trinity is playing at Patch's place with my friends Joe and Aaron.
Playing BS during study halls.
Storming the court with my friends after winning Spirit Week against teachers.
Dancing and talking with friends at grad parties and dances, and laughing with my friends about inside jokes.
My favorite senior year memory was cross-country senior night and celebrating with all of my favorite teammates.
Winter formal.
I liked when we threw all the sticky things on the ceiling of the senior commons.
Bus rides to lacrosse games.
Winning the state championship for field hockey.
My favorite part of senior year was playing cornhole with my friends.
Physics class field trip to the escape room.
Going to Olivia's house before prom.
Trying new things like jamming in the music room with my friends.
My favorite memory this year was hanging out with my friends in the Sierra Commons.
Grad parties.
My favorite memory from this year is the field hockey team winning states and us all celebrating together. It was such a joyous time.
Playing guitar with friends in the music room at Trinity.
Performing my cabaret piece.
Tennis team.
My favorite moment was tennis, where I beat Stab.
Working backstage on Cabaret with Ash and Lilia.
My favorite memory is when our whole group for prom was running late and we ran up Pitaway.
Playing laser tag with Anna, Sarah, and Madison, and Abigail, and getting destroyed by 8-year-olds.
My favorite memories this year were the bus rides home from away games with the baseball team.
My favorite memory from this year would be Busch Gardens.
Playing sports with my friends.
My favorite memory was when I was playing cornhole and I had 4 in the hole in a row to come back and win.
Getting coffee with friends after school.
Even though these are just a few memories, you can tell that the memories that matter most to us always involve other people. These are the moments that we will remember forever. These are the moments that define us, and these are the moments that give life meaning. Before I close, I just want to thank a few people here today who have changed my life. Thank you to Ruby and Childress for always believing in me. Thank you to my parents for supporting me in all my crazy endeavors. Thank you to my little sister Abigail, who never fails to amaze me. And finally, thank you to Sarah, Anna, and Landon, who have brought happiness and love into my life and reminded me what it feels like to be truly seen and cared for. On that note, I will leave you all with a quote from Maya Angelou that I may or may not have used for my yearbook quote. People will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget the way you made them feel. Whether or not the universe remembers this speech, that matters. Thank you, and congratulations to the class of 2026.
Good morning. Theodore Roosevelt said, "It's not the critic who counts. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena." I have found strength in this idea throughout high school, whether in making decisions, trying new things, or after failing to reach a goal. It pushes me to make mistakes and remember that showing up is what matters. Who is the critic? While I suspect Teddy Roosevelt meant this line to talk about external critics, think what Simon Cowell would say if I started to sing. The worst critics are the ones in our own head. They tell us we're not doing enough, we're not doing it well enough, and we're not doing the right things. But however loud they talk, remember that the act of trying, of showing up, is what counts. Putting yourself in the arena is where the value lies. One time I understood the benefit of consistently showing up is at Battle of the Brains. I showed up to my first meeting alone and found a room with 3 upperclassmen and Miss Crawling reading questions. Despite being timid at first, I soon found a groove and was asked to make the announcement during the fall of freshman year. The nerves I had raising my hand and standing up that first time were colossal. While many of you have heard my announcement, Battle of the Brains will have a meeting today in S2 during Discovery, and at times called it repetitive or boring. That day felt like the Super Bowl. My ability to stand here today, relatively calmly, is the product of the hundreds of announcements I have made, from showing up again and again. I also experienced the importance of dedication during the cross-country season of my sophomore year. I was on crutches for 2 months and couldn't run for the end of the season. I couldn't help the team in the way I knew how, but soon realized the biggest help was my support. Keeping splits and cheering during workouts. My arena that season was in the small ways I could boost morale. I will never forget crutching around the cross-country course at Fork Union to catch my teammates during the most difficult spots. That season taught me that showing up is possible regardless of your circumstances. Consistency comes from being present whether you feel good or you feel bad, whether you want to be there or not, and whether you can walk or have to crutch. Choose the place where you can make a difference and keep showing up. I have also learned that we are not in this alone. Every time we step into the arena, it is because someone else showed up for us. Therefore, I want to conclude today by thanking the people who have shown up for us, been in our corner, no matter what is going on in their lives. To our families, the parents, siblings, aunts, uncles, cousins, and grandparents who have shaped our time here. And to my parents and grandparents, you have always been there for me. You have supported my academic and athletic endeavors, and I am always grateful for you. Next, to the teachers, coaches, and faculty members at Trinity who have developed us into the people we are today. To Ms. Monaco for being the best advisor over the last 4 years. You are a beacon of positivity every day. To Coach Jones for constantly being there for me during all of my ups and downs, and for being the one stable piece in our merry-go-round of cross-country and track coaches. To Mr. Benson, Ms. Crawling, and Mr. Trice for giving me a place to grow and enjoy every Tuesday at Battle of the Brains. And lastly, to all of you, the class of 2026. The memories and friends I've made here are the biggest thing I will take from Trinity. I will forget many things I learned here, but what I won't forget is your mark on me and our mark on the school. Whether your next stage of life is here in Richmond or across the Pacific Ocean, remember that credit belongs in the act of showing up. Credit belongs in the mundane, credit belongs in the struggle, and credit belongs to all of us, the people in the arena. Thank you all for giving me the opportunity to speak this morning, and please enjoy a musical presentation from our Trinity Band featuring seniors John Hodges and Leland Greenleaf in their final Trinity performance.
Each year, the senior class votes for a faculty member to serve as their class graduation speaker. It comes as no surprise that when the poll came out, our class unanimously voted Mr. Tory Burston. TB was born and raised in Richmond, Virginia. He graduated from Trinity in the class of 2012, which he claims to be the best class. During his time at Trinity, he was a 3-season athlete, playing football, lacrosse, and basketball. After graduation, he continued his athletic career at VCU, where he played basketball for 4 years while earning his degree in Homeland Security. While part of the VCU Rams, TB earned the Team Leadership Award and the Team Before Self Award. After college, TB began his coaching career at Tucker High School, then returned to Trinity and started working in student life. And most recently, he was selected as the new varsity boys head coach. However, beyond these achievements, awards, and titles, what truly makes TB so special is the impact he has on the people around him. I've had the privilege of knowing him since 8th grade, and in these 5 years, I've seen firsthand how much he means to this community. Whether it's his creative morning meeting announcements, discovery karaoke parties, friendly banters, personalized nicknames, or even just conversations in Dawson's Commons, TB has a special ability to connect with the student body as a whole while also making each individual feel seen, valued, and supported. He takes the time to genuinely get to know each student, and because of that, he is someone we all trust, respect, and look up to. In many ways, our class has grown alongside TB, who arrived here at the same time as our 8th grade class. And over the years, he has become such an important part of the experiences we've all shared together. On behalf of the class of 2026, we are all incredibly grateful for the kindness and genuine care you have shown us throughout these few years.
Morning, everyone. So a few weeks ago, I received a text from TB, and it said, "Katie, we need to talk." That's not something I wanted to read. The second I saw that, there was only 2 things that came to mind. One, somebody got in trouble, and I needed to get them out of trouble. Or number 2, I was in trouble, and there was absolutely 0 way I was getting out of it. So you can imagine my surprise when TB had asked me to be his introductory speaker. Without even hesitating, I immediately said yes. What I didn't realize is how hard it would be to write a speech for somebody such as incredible as TB, and I also didn't realize that there would be this many people here today. So thank you guys for coming. But over the years, TB has had my back more times than I can count. He's always willing to help out and just go with the flow, no matter what the situation is. I've joked with TB plenty of times, calling him an old timer because, he was probably born sometime around the dinosaur era. But whether it was helping me with morning meeting announcements and agreeing to crazy ideas like pieing me in the face, which, sounded like a smarter idea at the time, or even bringing SGA ideas to the board and making Trinity's first ever winter formal happen this year, TB was always there. No matter what I asked, he almost always said yes. He's the kind of person who shows up for others without expecting anything in return. So TB, after all the times you've helped me out this year, I figured this would probably make us even. But TB hasn't just had my back. He's had the entire student body's back, and even the faculty. Coach Burston is somehow the person that everybody is always looking for, no matter what. No matter the problem, event, or situation, TB, somebody's always looking for you. Honestly, I truthfully don't think Trinity would be what it is today without you. His kindness, leadership, and willingness to listen to others are a huge part of what makes Trinity feel like a home for so many people. TB, I honestly don't know what most of our class is going to do without you next year. And I think I can speak for everybody when I say this, but we're really going to miss you next year. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please join me in welcoming the man, the myth, the true backbone of Trinity, and the person you all know and love, Coach Tory Burston. He wants us to stay out there and give him a hug.
Good morning, good morning. Let's get it. All right, so we graduating. We're gonna do it today. All right, so first I gotta thank God. Oh, I'm out of breath, man. I really am old. Hold on. I gotta get in better shape. All right, so I gotta thank God first. He's been really great to me my whole life, but especially as of lately. Y'all picking me to be y'all speaker, coming in together is a big blessing. And then being named the basketball coach, it's just been a really great month for me. So got to shout out God for that. Amen. Thank you, Abby Elliott, with 2 T's, for introducing me. Kellen, always talking about my age. Ms. Weiler and Mr. Phillips, if you can confirm, he has 2 hours of community service that he owes, so these chairs got to be picked up after this. So that's what you got to do, Kellen. Sorry, you ain't going to Beach Week just yet, buddy. All right. Some things I really got to do. I don't know where to start. This is just a special moment for me. So give me a second. I got my tissue right here just in case. Let's see here. Addison Cullither, Blake Cullither, siblings, but not sitting beside each other. That was on purpose. You're forever bickering at each other, but somehow magically you're going to the same college. So. Guess y'all really actually do love each other. Mary Mac Stark, where you at? She's here. Yeah, she's here. I appreciate it. 200 days weren't enough, but you here, so I appreciate you. This speech won't be, it won't sound super intelligent or really intellectual like Amy Chaplin. I definitely can't change my clothes in 20 seconds like Mama G did. I can't get up and dance on the stage till I'll take you there, like Decker did. And I don't have a unique laugh like Decker. Can you laugh for us, Mr. Decker? There it is. And it's funny though, last year, Chris Williamson was the speaker. During the reception, we crossed paths, and I don't have hair to do it, but I'm like reenacted a little bit. So we crossed paths, and he was like, "Good luck next year, buddy." He said some other stuff too, but I can't say it on the mic. There's some babies in here, so I ain't gonna say that. But what I can do is invite everybody in. That's what I do best, as you've heard. And so we're gonna do that today. And I'm a big family person, so we're gonna do this all at the cookout, all right? So right now you're all invited to the cookout. We're a family, no matter what, socioeconomic status, background, what we look like, we're all looking different, but we're gonna all be a family today because that's a big part of this, right? We celebrating. So I'm gonna come down here. We talked a little bit about it, so jump in if you want. If you wanna just watch, that's cool. If you wanna bop in the stands, but we're gonna have fun at the family cookout. Let's get it. Let everybody get back seated. I needed that, and I'm out of breath again. I don't know why I thought about that. So now that we've all made it to the cookout, the next thing is to try to give you, the families, parents, everyone, a little bit of who your babies have been around for the last 4 to 5 years or even 1 year. So have you heard, I grew up in Richmond, Virginia, on the south side of the inner city. I grew up around my mom, my grandma, my sister, and my aunt. I didn't have my dad in my life, but I did have a father figure. That was my Uncle Chick, also known as Uncle Phil. So if you know Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, you know what I'm talking about. He gave my siblings an opportunity of a lifetime. He offered to pay for us to go to private school, and the only fee was you have to get all A's, all B's, no C's allowed. My siblings declined it, but when I looked around everywhere, I just saw exactly how I didn't want to live. So I applaud my mom for raising us by herself. I'm not gonna point her out, and she ain't gonna be able to get up here and whoop me like she used to, but she in here looking like a disco ball right now. She in here. Thank you, Mama. She's smiling now, but she's gonna whoop me after this. She's smiling now. Yeah, I'm gonna run the other way. All right, so like I said, sometimes we made Christmas, and when I say that, I mean we had infinite gifts, and then sometimes I've been a part of Christmases that we sat in the church and just waited to the after hours and got that one gift, that one basketball, tricycle, but this ultimately turned it into me wanting to make it for her. She was my motivation. So it was my time, right? We fast forward a little bit. My grandma had gotten custody of me to go to a better school. That's why I found Trinity, and Trinity found me. This place absolutely saved me. It built tutors around me, showed me the arc, and teachers that loved me as if I was their own. It made the world that I knew bigger. So we fast forward to my senior year, and it's this kid that had earned everything and was loved and had no idea where he was going next. I didn't get into any schools. Mama Morris, you remember me coming into your classroom crying because I didn't get into Villanova. And you told me you got to be strong, you're a leader, and it's going to work out. So I appreciate you for that. All the offers for basketball, football, lacrosse, the interest, it was all gone. But I had one school left, and that was VCU. So Mike Rose, the assistant at the time, called me and said, hey, TB, we don't have any scholarships, but we can allow you to be a preferred walk-on. And I said, absolutely. It was right after them coming off a Final Four run. Why wouldn't I want to do that, right? They were hot right there. So my grades got me past the first building, first block, right? And then I shared my SAT scores, and he called me immediately and said, TB, this won't work. So if you could imagine, I'm devastated. What am I going to tell everyone at school? How am I going to show my face at senior awards? Back then, if you could remember, Mr. Griffin, we had our portrait up, and then we had the school that we were going to. Mine would say undecided. I could feel the energy in the gym drop when my name popped up. I was ashamed. The Founders Award recipient, Titan Award recipient, Teachers Pet Golden Child, TB, don't know what he's going to do next. Coach Mickens and I, we have a little joke about me having the nickname Snoopy, because I'm cute and small, just like Snoopy. I could do no wrong in the Trinity community until Trinity did what it did for me, and it saved me. Diane Monaco and Charlotte Morris, my two mamas away from my mom, they saved me. It's why I'm here now. June 2nd, a Saturday, I got a text from Mama Morris saying, hey, let's meet at Baker's Crest at 8 a.m. on a Sunday. And I was like, I just graduated. You not gonna let me sleep in one time? But I was desperate, and I really wanted to make it, so we met. And before I could even sit down and eat my bacon, Mama Monaco says, so what's the plan? You will go to college. You have to. So like I said, that's how I'm here today. I was too embarrassed to show my face on campus, and so I met with Mama Morris twice a week at 6:30 p.m., 6:30 to about 7:30. And we did SAT math problems, every single one you could imagine. And I ended up retaking the SAT and gaining 100-plus points for me to end up going to VCU and being there and playing basketball. So thank you for y'all. I appreciate y'all. Students, sometimes this place can get on your nerves, be overwhelming. We can even lose sight of it sometimes, but today, I'm asking you that you don't. take a second to take it all in. Because somewhere, somebody cried because they didn't get in and their life depended on this place. So just be appreciative of everything that you've had in your time here at Trinity. Parents and families, if it's one thing you should know about me, is this. Your student has someone for life that will cross an ocean for them, even though I can't swim. I'll try to help them no matter what. I'll hold them accountable, kick them in the butt when they need it, but also put my arm around them to make sure they're okay, that they're safe, and that I love them to no end. But enough about me, it's time to talk about you guys. So this is where I'm gonna need this a little bit. When I think about all of us sitting here today, it's hard to believe how far we've come. Some of us met back in 8th grade. It started with 30 of y'all, and now it's 25 left. Everything felt a little awkward, a little uncertain, and a lot different from what we see now. Back then, we were just trying to figure it out of who we were, and somehow along the way, we started figuring it out together. We spent years side by side, some early mornings, Titan Prep 8 with the Loves. Mr. Burston, what are we doing today? Some of us lied about an Elon offer. We know who that is, but we ain't gonna say no names. Or even a student showing up at my wedding. My wife was walking down the aisle, and all I saw was somebody smiling like this. I said, I know that ain't Molly Heston. Our inside jokes, stressful exams, moments that felt like they would last forever. We watched each other grow, not just in the obvious ways, but in the quiet ones too. We've seen each other struggle, succeed, change, and become stronger versions of ourselves. And like Mr. Griffith said last night, for y'all as a class, y'all almost ain't make it. It was looking rough. I remember sitting in that meeting with Mr. Vanderkamp and Mr. Griffin, hearing about how the 2026 class and how they had a long way to go. It was some rudeness, utter disrespect. How will we get them on track? Who's gonna be the person for that class to turn them around and help them? I looked away, I was like. And everybody looked at me. Sure, give it to the young guy, man. I hated being young. They gave me everything. It turned into teachers coming to me about every little thing, even students coming to me about y'all. You need to get your little class in check. I'm like, Lord, what do they do now? But it actually turned into me getting a lot, like really defensive about y'all. I really did. But we just naturally messed, and we always ended up around each other. And somehow I got to know you all, every single one of you. I don't know how to really describe it, but somehow organically, y'all just became my people, my ones. And what makes this journey so meaningful to me, honestly, isn't that I've watched all you grow, it's that you watched TB grow too. When I started working here, I was a 27-year-old, never worked with the youth in the school setting. As you heard, I got a Homeland Security degree. I ain't doing nothing with that. So don't worry about your majors, right? You can change. You definitely can change. You can change. How did I even get here in the first place? Coach Hamlin reached out to me and asked if I was interested in coaching basketball, maybe be his successor, which is no easy feat, as we all know. With a lot of uncertainty, I said, sure. So we set up the interview, and at the time I was young, like I said, with no experience. And after, Mr. Short called me. He said, hey, Tori, if you don't get the coaching job, would you work at Trinity? I should have lied and said no, but I said sure. I said, what would I be doing at school? And nonchalantly, he said, well, we'll make up something. We'll find something for you to do. He did add, though, we just needed to get you in the door, and whatever that you do, you will be great at it. That's the truth. I had 100 thoughts going through my head. How could I discipline kids that are not much younger than me? How could I yell at or teach 15-year-olds anything, or seniors like Addison Cullitor that knows it all? My headache, for sure. The answer for me was building rapport. The only way I know how to do that is by giving people that I love me. So that's how I got here. You've seen my highs, my lows, my successes, my frustrations, kicking my advisory group out of the comments because they were talking while I was talking. I got 14 text messages that night about how sorry they were. Or just harmless trouble, like a tree in Dawson's Commons. I'm not going to say the name of it, Jack Brotherton. Or Ben Rosen stacking up every single couch on the top all the way to the ceiling in Dawson's Commons. Or giving their money to Chiquita Some of y'all know what I'm talking about. If you know, you know, right? If you know, you know. It's crazy things like that, but I'm appreciative because you could be doing far worse. Like angering the neighbors around the corner on Cherokee Road or anywhere in this neighborhood after prom. Yeah, that's funny. I saw y'all. Nevertheless, we all played a part in shaping each other and who we are today. So that's the theme that we're going to go with, shared growth. That's our theme. Oh, and to blame Kellen. No matter what, at the end of the day, that's what we do anyways, right? Party bus shows up to prom when it's not supposed to be there, blame Kellen. Students act up at a pet rally and Mary Alice Monroe steals all the Hungry Hungry Hippo balls from Polly, blame Kellen. So students, what are we here to do today? No, you're here to graduate, man. You're here to graduate, and then you blame Kellen. But we didn't grow up alone. We grew up together. Every laugh in the hallway, in the academic commons for our junior year, showing up to Dawson's to decorate and write our names on the windows, the rodeo theme, senior sunrise. I just wanted to truly be with y'all every step of the way. Every challenge we faced, it all added up. Whether we realized it at the time or not, those moments were shaping us, connecting us, and preparing us for what comes next. You learn how to support one another. You learn that success isn't a solo journey. It's found in study groups and team huddles and late night messaging saying, you've got this. Speaking of messages, pull this out real quick, 1 second. Just want to make sure. I got a couple here. This is on a Wednesday, by the way. Hi, good morning. I hope you've had a great weekend. I'm here at school, but I'm not here. Can you mark me present? No, Lila Grace, I can't mark you present. No. Or, bruh, I know you got the power to cancel school. I'm trying to go golf. Well, my guy, it's January and it's blocks of ice on the road, so I don't know where you golfing at, Blake. Or, good morning, short king. I am late to morning meeting, but it's because I decided to stop at Chick-fil-A for you. Cat Pope, man. That's all I can say, is shake my head, Cat Pope. It was August FaceTiming me, asking me to come to Jack Brown's. Cat Pope popping her little head in the camera. The sauce is gas, bro. You gotta come to Jack Brown's. But at least some of y'all were respectful of my time and my space. Some of you emailed me. Subject line, faculty lunch. Yo, folks, what's the lunch hidden for? If you have any extras, you trying to slide me some? Sincerely, Nas Hart. I appreciate you at least putting your name in there, man. I appreciate that. You know, there was a time when in school you didn't contact your teachers at all. It wasn't heard of. But I gladly want y'all to know that I changed my number because of y'all. So you're gonna have to hit me up on LinkedIn if you want to contact me. Nevertheless, you guys became part of each other's stories, shaping not only who you are individually, but who you are as a class. And that is something truly special. Because long after today, when you scatter to different colleges, careers, and paths that you all shared, the history remains. You will always be that group that started as my 38th graders, who was uncertain but hopeful. Even if Mr. Trice emailed your mom and made you cry because you were tired of playing chess, Lucy. You eventually became seniors that are ready to take on the world. And now that we're standing on the edge of something new, it's exciting, but in some ways it's a little scary. Because for the first time in a long time, appreciate y'all. I'm not looking up because I know Davion looking at me. I'm overly T, bro. You throwing me right now, gang. I know that's what he is looking at me. He is looking at me. I'm strong, I'm better, I'm good now. I just had to let that out real quick. The history is gonna remain no matter where we go. We won't all be walking the same hallways or following the same routines. Our paths are about to go in different directions, and I'm not well about it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm hurt today, because y'all really are my hearts. But I will say that we've built over the years, it won't disappear. The growth we share, the lessons we've learned from each other, the memories we've created, they'll come with us. They become a part of who we are as we step into something and what's coming next. So as we move forward, I hope we carry a piece of each other with one another. I hope we remember where we started, how far we've come, and the people who came along the way. As you move forward, remember this: growth doesn't start here, or it doesn't stop here, apologies. Life will continue to challenge you, change you, and push you in unexpected directions. But you already know how to do that. Y'all been navigating that for years. Carry with you the lessons you've learned, and not just from the textbooks, but from each other. Carry the resilience you built, the empathy you discovered, and the courage you found within each other. Have fun with this life, even when it's hard, because as happy as I always am, life can be a beast sometimes. There will come a time when everybody is around applauding you, and there will be some times where people won't be there. Respond to the process. The process is your ability to focus on the next most important thing. I'll say that one more time. The process is to focus on the next most important thing. There will come a time no one will be there. Your back is going to be against the wall, and you'll have to ask yourself, okay, what's next? Open doors, and if it's not the right room, that's fine. Close the door and go to another one. Stand for what you love and for what you believe is true. Young queens, know your worth and never settle. Demand respect. Young kings, respect and honor the young queens. Protect them. Ask for help. Don't keep it bottled in. You can cry, but keep your chin up and your chest out and keep it moving. And most importantly, don't forget where you started. Remember the younger version of yourselves, the one who didn't have all the answers but showed up anyway. That courage is still within you. Because at the end of the day, it isn't just a story about graduating. It's a story that y'all have about growing up together. And no matter where life takes us next, that's something no one can take away. TBski in 2026 is forever, or like some of y'all say, 5L. As you take steps across the stage, I got a basket right here on the floor. I have personal handwritten letters for every single one of y'all, all 127. None of these letters are the same, and they're all personable. The only thing I ask is that you don't read it right now, or at Beach Week, Kellen, after you finish fixing the chairs. Find a centering moment when you're by yourself and just take it all in and read it. Thank you so much for everything. I'll leave y'all with this quote. The cold water does not get warmer if you jump late. I love you guys forever. 2026, we out.
All right, you guys ready? Childress Grace Alverson. Miles Cabell Amy. Charlotte Emerson Andrew. Caroline Elizabeth Avery. James Claiborne Bailey. Vincenzo Barrett Barafato. Ash Bell. Danielle Page Bender. Sarah Elizabeth Benedetti. Nathan John Berkman. Emery Irvin Blake. Reese Monroe Blanchard. Walker Thomas Bloomquist. Sydney Michael Bourne. Sarah Grace Riley Boykin. William Dabney Bernhardt Brand. Joshua Michael Brink. Jackson Otto Brotherton. Davion Rashid Brown. Henry Robert Brownfield Jr. Grayson Henry Bulow. Lillian Marie Clough. Madeline Louise Cranston. Clayton Ellis Creamer. Solomon Joseph Crew. Addison Reese Cullither. Thomas Blake Cullither. Caitlin May Dosh. Kellen Michael DeVood. Henry Chase Decker. Samuel Lewis DeFrancesca. Joseph Wells DuBois. Catherine Susan Eds. Abigail Stoker Elliott. Olivia Grayson Festige. Caroline Alexandra Featherstone. Eleanor Tatum Featherstone. Cole Hyatt Farrell. Francis Fiske. Vinnie Fiske. Ford Benjamin Foster. Kenzie Rose Foster. Logan Legata Gardner. Jalen Richard German. Claire Riley Gibbs. Owen Thomas Geeson. Tyra Marie Gilliam. Evan William Golke. Landon Eve Gravitt. Mary Elizabeth Grayson. Leland Joseph Greenleaf. M. Grennan. John Murphy Hodges. Parker James Hodges. Mary Alice Halloran. Taylor Grace Hamilton. William Briggs Hampton. Max Finley Hanger. Sean Aiden Hargan. Nasir Hart. Aiden Richard Hine. Lily Grace Hennessy. Britzia Yacel Hernandez Molina. Mary Olivia Heston. Allie Hilferty. Sancia Suzanne Georgina Hoover. Henry Taze Hubbard. Isabella Nicole Jenkins. Madison Elizabeth Jewett. Avery Brian Johnson. Mia Grace Jung. Lila Grace Ann Logan. Cadence Grace Long. Stefania Lopez Pulgarin. Mason Jenkins Love. Miles Charlton Love. Catherine Lucia Mattier. Aiden James McCormick. Cooper Reed McCormick. Sean Edward McDermott. Nicholas Truman McDonald. Jackson Ryan McGowan. Ainsley Owens McNear. Edward Andrew Meyer. Abigail Stacy Miller. Ruby Roth Mills. Mary Allison Monroe. Kian Justice Montgomery. Zoe Elizabeth Moore. Luke Pace. Carson Joseph Stephen Parks. Charlotte Vienne Phillips. Kathleen Rose Pope. Clayton Christopher Pruitt. Lilia Ann Richardson. Anna Rosalie Reeser. Matthew David Michael Roberts. Skylar Warren Robinson. Olivia Lee Rodenhaver. Anna Stewart Roars. Daria Lise Giuliani Romero Montenegro. Bennett Mitchell Rosen. Sarah Francis Rowe. Evan Christopher Scarce. Madison Montgomery Schumacher. Samuel James Schuster. David Bantry Simpkin. Audrey Lorraine Snyder. Catherine Clark Summerdahl. Charlotte Weston Summerdahl. Jackson Hill Robinson Stark. Mary McKean Stark. Sawyer Stockton. Hugh Jackson Stone. August Lane Strautmeyer. Beck Graham Sullivan. James David Timmerman. Luke Ryan Tuttle. Lucy Catherine Verson. Hunter Jackson Waddell. Matthew Barrett Wadelick. Elizabeth Frazier White. Susanna Virginia Whitehead. Rosemarie Eileen Williams. Layla Alma Winch. Sam Edward Waltman. Nicholas Pruitt Yavorsky.
Will the class of 2026 representatives please come forward to lead your class in the turning of the tassels? Will the members of the class of 2026 please stand? You may turn your tassels from right to left. Congratulations to the 52nd class of Trinity Episcopal School. Go Titans.
Please stand. Stand and sing. And now for our benediction. Finally, whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are honorable, whatsoever things are just, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are of good report, if there be any virtue, and if there be any praise, think on these things. The things which we both learned, received, heard, and saw, these things do. And the God of peace shall be with us. Amen. After the graduates and faculty recess, we invite all family and friends to celebrate the class of 2026 in the Academic Commons. Thank you and congratulations, graduates. You are dismissed.